A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to English class. Children, now I am going to discuss relative pronouns in detail. As you know, pronouns are the words used in place of nouns. For example, I, we, he, she, mine, yours, his, myself, himself, etc. Now let's see what the relative pronouns are. The words who, whom, which, whose, etc. are used as relative pronouns. Children, it's always said that the pronouns are used in place of nouns. That means they substitute the nouns. But a relative pronoun is used next to the noun itself in order to add some more information about that noun. For example, I know the man who is a fighter. Here, who is the relative pronoun used for the man, and it is used next to the man only, and it helps to add the information that the man is the fighter. Same way, in the next sentence, the relative pronoun used is which, and it adds the information that the book has a hologram. So, a relative pronoun is used, it is required in a sentence to add more information about the noun without repeating anything. For example, if we don't use the relative pronoun, we have to write the sentences, I tried to help the child was crying. But if we use relative pronoun in this sentence, it becomes, I tried to help the child who was crying. Here we have used the relative pronoun who for the child. The relative pronoun who is used for the subject. In the above sentence, the child was performing the action of crying. That's why the child is subject. That's why we have used the relative pronoun who. Similarly, in the next sentence, we use the pronoun which, and the sentence become, I had to translate the whole text, which was difficult for me. So, the relative pronouns are used to join the sentences which gave more information about the same person or the thing. Let's see how to use different relative pronouns. First of all, we have who. Who is used for the subject, that is the doer of the action. For example, I am looking for a teacher who can teach Spanish. Here, the pronoun used is who, and it is used for the teacher. The teacher has to teach Spanish. That means teacher is the subject. That's why the pronoun who is used. Next one is Geeta, who chats with me, is my neighbor. Here again, who is used for Geeta? Geeta is the doer of the action, subject in the sentence. So, we have used the pronoun who. Then we have relative pronoun whom. Whom is used when the noun it's used for is the object in the sentence. For example, the customer whom we called didn't respond to our call. Here in this sentence, whom is used for the customer? The customer didn't call anyone, rather we called the customer. So customer here is the object in this part. So we have used the pronoun whom. Children, in order to find out whether the noun is the subject or object, you need to read the sentence very carefully. If in that particular part, I am talking about that particular part where the relative pronoun is used, if the person or the noun is the doer of the action, then he is the subject. If he is the receiver of the action or action is performed upon him, then that noun is the object. As in the above sentence, the customer in the particular clause, in that particular part, didn't perform the action. He didn't call anyone, rather we called him. He was called by us. So in that particular part, the customer is the object. And if we look for the whole sentence, in the whole sentence the customer is the subject. But in that particular part where the relative pronoun is used, that the customer is the object in the sentence. Same way, the next sentence, Suresh is the object because I call him a hero. So I am the subject and Suresh is the object. Next relative pronoun is whose. Whose refers to someone, the noun, to whom the things belong. For example, that is my brother whose shirt is red. So the shirt belongs to my brother. So that's why we have used the pronoun, relative pronoun whose. After whose we have which is used for the places or the things, both for subject or object. For example, the computer which I bought is setting up. For computer, we have used the relative pronoun which. In the next sentence, the relative pronoun which is used for the place. Now, next is that. That is used both for people and things, even for subject and object. The dog that barked at me is my neighbor's. Sometimes the words why, when, where are also used as relative pronouns. Why is used to refer to the reason. For example, do you know the reason why the market is closed? Next, when is used to refer to time. For example, the day when the concert takes place is Saturday. Where is used for the places. The city where you live is beautiful. Children, the words who, whom, which, where, whose, etc. are used both as relative pronouns and interrogative pronouns. The only difference is that when these pronouns join the sentences and help to add more information about the noun, they are the relative pronouns. And if they are used to ask questions, they are the interrogative pronouns. For example, who used all my papers? So this was all about relative pronouns. I hope the topic is clear to you. Thank you very much.